Jake Doolittle, remember him? That young kid that used to be friends with really funny YouTubers such as Danny Gonzalez and Drew Gooden. That fresh-faced kid with the medical issues of an 80-year-old, yep, that guy. His content used to be banging moms. I meant bangers, Now he hath brought about the doom of the YouTube lords. He was the internet's little shit swizzle. Jake made his own charity called Never Stop, and he wanted to be treated like a rock star because of it. I was a fan at one point, but anymore I don't feel right subscribing to somebody that probably eats his own shit. I used to beg for intimate times with my spouse. I no longer beg for anything. My spouse has made it clear that I'm seen only as a dog. He was relatable like an STD. Then he started becoming bitter toward his supposed YouTube friends. He would call them out for not donating thousands of dollars to his charity, yet he has had YouTubers donate. He probably wanted his YouTube friends to lube him up and go to town, but alas, that has not happened for him. He's kind of like that one friend you have that always hangs out with everybody, but nobody really likes him. That's who Jake Doolittle is now. He was the anti-influencer, but he is a fussy baby. Wah, wah, cry-face, dumb, stupid head. He's a mini little piss-pot, sweet-tooth, cringe Lord Sigma male, Jonestown, cult-loving Pizza Hut employee. Maybe when his audience started growing, he started growing a sickness for greed. Maybe he saw the views getting bigger and thought it would make his cock way bigger too. I wonder these questions, but I also in turn wonder why I'm making a video on this lousy taint liquor. His content started to become bitter and would focus on negativity instead of being funny. My ex-wife would do the same thing, but she wore a gimp suit made of Spanish fish as well. Gone was the self-deprecating humor, replaced by a holier-than-thou crucifixion of a man. He started calling out other YouTubers, accusing them of being sellouts and hacks, only he never realized he was the hack. Mr. Beast, he would ask him for millions of dollars and then wipe his butthole on Mr. Beast's carpet like an infected dog. I know, I was there and saw it. The criticisms were often petty and lacked any real substance, just like every single attempt at satisfying my ex-wife. I could never make her come, but that's how I was taught to love a stupid bitch. The comments section, once a love fest, became a cesspool of degenerates posting pictures of their naked bodies covered in honey. Wait, that's the pictures I sent my dad by mistake, or was it a mistake? I'm not sure. Anyway, this wasn't the friendly Jake. This was new and improved Jake, a fuck stick without a clue. He also abandons children like my biological father. Then came the pleas for money, and it was shameless. He didn't even try starting an OnlyFans like most YouTubers. Jake Doolittle would beg his fans for any kind of handout he could think of. This probably included things like a butt plug or a thick dildo to make him feel loved. He'd pop up in other YouTubers' live streams, spreading his manhole and claiming that he could take any size man meat without lubrication. He even made videos directly asking his viewers to fund his dream projects. Then when given the money, he would use it to go visit his secret lover in the Bahamas. This is all true, and I'm not lying to anyone. And if you don't believe me, ask Wikipedia and visit the site askjeeves.com. He tried to play it off as a joke, but the desperation in his eyes made his viewers pregnant with disgust. This wasn't the relatable goofball anymore. He was a desperate twat sniffer. This was a guy who thought the rules didn't apply to him. He bashed everyone that didn't side with him in his decisions. My ex-wife never sides with me on anything. She would just put on a rubber glove and tell me it's time for the fisting of ages. Section 4, suck-fueled stupid. And the content, well, it became clear that Jake's heart was developing a murmur due to all the Ritalin he was probably taking. I'm not lying to you, so stop saying I am. His vlogs devolved into intoxicated babble. He would soak tampons and vodka and then do what we all thought he would. Booty bump that shit like a Cardi B fan. It was like watching a porno filmed by your uncle. Jake Doolittle, the internet's slightly overweight shit swizzle, tried to make a product called Nut Sweat. It was a pair of sweatpants for your nuts. Section 5. Never stop scamming the fans. In a last-ditch effort to salvage his reputation, Jake started pushing his charity Never Stop like a crack dealer in the back alleys of Skull Island. This was supposed to be a feel-good story. I no longer feel good, and the name Jake Doolittle makes me experience the mud butt. But even this noble endeavor was smeared with lube, feces, and anal blood. It was the rape of promise. Rumors swirled about his nights in the arms of a prostitute dressed as Winnie the Pooh. I witnessed this firsthand because I was that prostitute. Jake, of course, denied everything. He held my hand and made promises he couldn't keep. Just like my bitch of an ex-wife, he claimed it was all a misunderstanding. I guess he misunderstood that I can only orgasm when I lay on my back. But the damage was done, the public trust was shattered, and my whole was ravaged. The public had made up its mind. Jake's efforts to redeem himself made the public start a rumor about him. The rumor that was started was as follows. Did you know that Jake Doolittle has nipple burn brought on by laminating his pubic hairs with fire starter dust? I started a rumor about my ex-wife. I said, my ex-wife is so slutty that only the last breath of terminally ill children can satisfy her. It's all true, this whole video. You don't have to ask anybody else because this is not a lie. It's all true. Now remember, subscribe to this and then like it, because if you don't, I promise I will find something out about your family and post it on Facebook so that your grandmother will be very upset with you.